Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my Windows XP custom-built computer, aka the Carolina XP, which I built in a video about a month or so ago. The specs of this computer: it has a Intel DQ45CB motherboard with a socket 775 on it. And in the socket 775 is a Intel Core 2 Quad 9550 quad-core CPU. Very, very nice CPU. I would have loved to have had that when it was a new CPU, but alas I didn't. 4 gigabytes of memory. Of course, XP's only seeing 3 of it. One thing that has changed since the last time we saw this computer in the build video is I replaced the boot drive, which was a 250 gig hard drive, with a 120 gig solid state drive, which is working fine. Still has the 500 gig hard drive or data, and a Fractal Design Core 1100 case that I bought brand new off of Newegg just for this build. It has a DVD-RW drive up here and a card reader, which I have never used on this yet. I don't know if I ever will. I just put it in here just because I could. And after having this system for about a month, I'm very, very impressed with it. Also, it has a 1 gig NVIDIA GeForce GT 620 video card. Maybe not the most era appropriate, but it works and gets the job done very, very well. Okay, here's the back of the system. This is a Seasonic power supply. I forget the wattage. I think it's between 500 and 600 probably. And here's the motherboard I/O. We've got 2 DVI outputs, which I'm not using since I'm using a dedicated video card. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 USB ports, it looks like. This red one, I believe, is a combination USB and eSATA, which I've never used before on any computer. And these are USB 2.0. Also have a FireWire connector, Ethernet, and sound connections, which I'm not using since I'm using a dedicated sound card. And there's our NVIDIA GeForce GT 620. And our sound card, which is a Sound Blaster X-Fi that I took out of my aunt's old Dell XPS 720. Very, very nice sound card, I must say. Okay, here's the inside. This is a nice case, but it's not really the best for cable management. Did the best I could considering that, but it looks okay. There's our CPU, Core 2 Quad Q9550, which is using this very nice Dynatron cooler recommended to me by my YouTube friend Elmol3, and it's been working fine. There's our video card, sound card. There's our RAM, optical drive, and our 2 drives. There's my 500 gig hard drive for data storage, and our 120 gig SSD, which is a Kingston brand, I believe. See, it's a very nice little computer. Quaint little XP system. Also, since the last time you saw this computer, I have added some case badges. One for Intel Core 2 Quad inside, and one for design for Microsoft Windows XP. These are completely unnecessary for this, but I kind of like it. It adds a little bit of character to it. Okay, so I'm trying something new in this part of this video. I actually have my Tonar microphone that I usually have connected to my computer, connected into the mic input of the camera, since I'm recording right near the microphone, and we're going to see how this does for this video. So anyway, let's power the Carolina XP on. See if we can get into the BIOS. Can't remember what key it is, either F2 or delete. Okay, it's F2. only paid $20 for this motherboard off eBay, so that's a very, very good deal. Now is the time to be buying Core 2 Duo, Core 2 Quad era stuff, because they are dirt cheap right now. Okay, there's our Core 2 Quad Q9550, clocked at 2.83 gigahertz. Just your standard BIOS stuff, really. There's our drives, those who care. And it does have virtualization technology, even though I don't run virtual machines on here. So we'll just quit out of that. And it's going to reboot. It's a very loud and squealy PC speaker on this computer. And we're booting into good old-fashioned Windows XP Professional with the unofficial Service Pack 4. You see it takes no time at all to boot up since we're on an SSD. This part does take a little while though, but it took a while even on the regular hard drive as well. I forgot to turn the speaker on, so you didn't get to hear the startup sound. Yeah, it's hooked up to a monitor with the Dell soundbar. Soundbar puts out pretty good sound, I must admit. Yeah, cry me a river. And so here we are, Windows XP. Check our device manager and system properties. And we have a NVIDIA GeForce 620, Intel network, our 4-core processor, our sound, which is a Creative SB-X5. And there we go. There's all our motherboard goodies that works behind the scenes to make this computer run beautifully. And of course I got a bunch of games on here which we'll take a look at in a minute. And as far as word processing and office productivity, I've got my favorite version of Microsoft Office of all time installed on here, which is Office 2003 Professional. I used this version of Office, especially Word, for many, many years. I was to the point where I was even using it on Windows 7 up until like 2013, 2014. I got a lot of mileage out of Office 2003. And I still say it's the best job Microsoft ever did on their Office suite. It was the last one they had before the ribbon interface. Nothing against the ribbon interface, but there's nothing like the more basic look and feel. Now, one thing I would like to demonstrate is the MIDI on here, since this does have a fancy schmancy sound card on here. So we can find us a MIDI file to listen to. Go to the Windows folder, and we'll use the classic Windows XP MIDI file, one stop. And I have Microsoft Plus for Windows XP installed on here, so I have the Plus visualizations, including my favorite that I used back in the 2000s, the Munch's Odyssey visualization, where he dances around. He doesn't do it with MIDI files, though, but that's what he looks like there. I never played the Munch's Odyssey game on Xbox, but I did really enjoy this visualization whenever I played music back in the day. Okay, so the first game we're going to try out on this computer is Hard Truck 18 Wheels of Steel from 2002. I got this game back in 2002 and played it quite a bit. You see, I wasn't really interested in the truck driving aspect, but more like the exploring the road aspect, because, you know, I've always liked roads. Now, this is the first time I played this game since, like, I was 13 or maybe 14, so it's been an extremely long time, and you'll get to experience it along with me. So here we go. Okay, I want 1024 by 768, 32-bit, full screen, DirectX. And we'll. Oh, that looks good, I think. We'll hope for the best. There we go. And you get 3 sections of the United States to drive around in. You get the West Coast, the Midwest, I mean, and the Rocky Mountains. And as always, North Carolina gets left in the dust by these games. Anyway, we'll go with the Midwest for now. Okay, so apparently we get to start our own trucking company. We'll name the company blah 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 Incorporated, and owner myself. Okay, so we are currently in Cincinnati, Ohio, according to that map. And of course, there are cheat codes for this game. This is a special console where you can change some very fancy schmancy settings. And I am going to change my truck to, let's see, Cheat Truck 6. Okay, apparently that's an unknown command. Okay, I can't capitalize cheat, so that fixed it. So, also, let's disable the police, just so I can drive as fast as I want. Don't do this in real life, guys. Okay, cheat, no ticket, and that did it. There we go. Now we got to start the engine, see if I remember how to do this. And of course it doesn't want to use my gamepad, it seems like. Because who in their right mind would want to use a gamepad in a game? Keyboard all the way, folks. And by the way, I was being sarcastic. There we go. That did it. Keep in mind, it's been over 15 years since I played this game. So, we gotta restart. And do this again. I don't want to have a career, I just want to drive around and act crazy. It's rare that I play games for their intended purpose. Okay, so Cheat Truck 6, there we go, and Cheat No Ticket. And we'll close out of that, and now let's see how we can, there we go. Let's get our map going. Ah, it's starting to come back to me. Don't drive like this in real life, folks. It's not nice. Okay, so I'm going to drive to the next closest city, which seems to be Louisville, Kentucky. If we can get to the expressway. Okay, South Interstate 71. Oh! Apparently, I did not have a green light. Okay, Louisville or bust. Shout out to my viewers in Louisville, Kentucky. And don't drive like I do. It's not nice. Now let's see, we want to go straight on I-71 southbound. Okay, we want to apparently take this exit. There we go. Alright, hopefully we don't have to do any more exiting. Now obviously I should be carrying cargo, but I don't live by the rules, you know that? Cincinnati city limit. I originally used to play this on my 2001 Gateway. I forget the exact specs of it, except that it was a Pentium 3 with Windows ME and later XP. And this game did not run as smoothly as it is on this computer for obvious reasons. Okay, as we venture down the expressway, I will share with you my personal medley of hit songs from the 1980s. I'm whistling out America, and I got my land down under. Yeah, my calling was not to be a singer. Here's the gas station. And And there went the gas station. Okay, where were we? As a power of love. And I've been in the rhythm of the night. Dance over there with your friends and people who do stuff, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Maybe I should quit while I'm ahead with the singing. Not a lot of scenery to look at, but this is the Midwest. I've never been to the Midwest, though. Okay, we're about halfway there. Again, don't drive like this in real life. Seriously. We're going 100 miles an hour. That's neat. I'm such a safe driver. Okay, welcome to the city of Louisville. So again, shout out to all my Louisville, Kentucky viewers. Okay, freeway should be ending in a moment. Or not. Okay. By the way, this game isn't really geographically accurate that much. Of course, you probably already knew that. Okay, here we are in the city. And that's Hard Truck 18 Wheels of Steel. Very fun little game. Okay, one more game. And this is one that, well, I can easily play and lose an entire day by playing it because it's so addicting. This is SimCity 4 Deluxe. I remember playing this on my Dell Dimension 2350. Ran like total garbage on it because of the onboard Intel video on that computer, but I still had a lot of fun playing it. And that's all that matters. And this is a region that I've been working on. We'll take a look at my port city, Warrenton, that I've been working on. Okay, here's the coastline. Pretty little town. We'll set the acceleration on. I tell you, this game is so highly addicting. Here's the downtown area. Plenty of traffic. What can we do today to Warrenton? How about we build a little commercial zone right here in this corner? And see if some businesses can open up. This is a nice residential area. They need places to work. And I keep getting these briefcase with the X's over them, so obviously I'm having commute time problems in the city for some reason. And all I get is that one little business. And we'll build a zone right here. A little bit of residential. There we go. And it's slowly but surely building up here. Get rid of that. And my air decided to cut on. I apologize. Let's see how the beach is doing. It's doing okay. Better than it was last time I played. Yeah, I'm still having commute problems over here. I built a small commercial area here. See if that helps. And we'll build a little road here just to make a connection to these two main highways. Yeah, I gotta be careful with this game. I'm gonna get highly I won't be able to stop playing if I'm not careful. Yeah, I know traffic in this city is terrible. But you're just gonna have to learn to live with it. Oh yes, 3D Pinball Space Cadet. I remember playing this game on all of the computers in the computer lab in middle school when we had free time. Because at that time the computers didn't have non-stop internet access. We were still on dial-up at my school. Of course, I also remember playing this on 3D tilt pinball, full tilt pinball. I mean, on the on Windows 95. Wow, fast. There we go. And we crash. And so that's been a look at the Carolina XP, my Windows XP computer, my main one. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with it. It has very good high quality hardware in here, at least in my opinion. It's been very reliable, haven't had any blue screens. Well, I take that back, I did when I copied from the OS from the hard drive, the SSD, but that I took care of that not long afterwards. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You may also support me on Patreon if you would like. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off.